Hi everyone, me again on a beautiful spring day here in Smyrna, Georgia. It's a little on the cool side. It's we might be making it up to about 60 about now. Got a cool front coming through and it's a little cloudy, but got to make a run to the store. Thought I'd show you some of the beautiful blooms that have come out in the neighborhood, and also you notice I don't have Steve with me today. Sloth sleep up to 20 hours a day, and he just didn't feel like getting out on a cloudy day and go for a ride. So I thought I'd cover a more serious subject than I usually do. I really try to keep all my stuff light as I can, because that's the way I want to live my life. I want to live my life light. But I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it here in the States. I don't know if it made international, but for the first time that I can remember on a national newscast, I saw a video shot by a rider that was about road rage, and he was on a sport bike, and apparently some guy, and he looked like a red Toyota or something along those lines, and the video doesn't show what precipitated the event, so I don't know if the rider did anything to make this guy upset. But the long and short of it was, this guy in this Toyota did his very level best, it looked like to me, to knock him off that motorcycle. And as a result, the rider at one point was going, according to the report, as much as 90 miles an hour in the wrong lane with traffic coming at him, and he was like against the curb going, and the guy that was chasing him was over here in this lane. And apparently, I don't know how big a bike he had, but apparently the Toyota didn't have all that much trouble keeping up with him. But it's the first time I'd ever seen anything like that on national news, you know, that didn't result in a death. And so I just kept waiting the whole time I saw it. I kept waiting, you know, well, what's going to happen? You know, well, what happens is apparently he gets away at some point. But now it's a long video, and I've got a link to it. I think I got a link to it, and I'll put it in the description part of this video if you want to go to it and watch it. But I just thought I'd comment on it a bit, and not about that. Road rage is something that we all have to live with, and seems like, at least here in busy Atlanta, it seems like it's getting more and more popular among riders get road rage as well as the people in the cages. But what I wanted to discuss with you was his response, the rider's response to this guy's road rage. Now, we all know that we have strengths and weaknesses with our bike. There are things a bike will do a whole lot better than a car will do. I could take this on the sidewalk without any problem, and the car would have great difficulty following me. If I went up a driveway or went in between some houses, anything like that, a car would have a hard time following me. And even though I'm on this big cruiser, it would not be difficult for me to do. I'm not going to criticize the rider in terms of judgment. Well, I guess I am, but you know, 90 miles an hour on the wrong side of the road with traffic coming at you to get away from somebody, seems to me that you're putting yourself at more of a risk than you were from him. Now, I don't know, you know, again, like I said, I'm Monday morning quarterbacking this stuff, so you know, it's hard to tell. You know, I wasn't there. I can only work off of the video, and I don't know more of the backstory than that. But it seems to me that if you get in a situation like that, and it may not be possible to diffuse the situation, but use the strengths of a motorcycle to you know, use your strengths. Any kind of conflict you're in, use your strengths. There's one of my favorite sayings is that if you're in a fair fight, your tactics suck, and that's true. You know, if you're in a situation where you're in danger, where you feel like you're in danger, take every advantage you can. There's no such thing as cheating when it comes to your life. So, you know, the whole time I'm watching, I'm thinking, dive in that driveway. You know, you can outbrake that car. You can stop. You know, I think he had a 600, maybe something like that. That's my guess. But you know, he had the acceleration age on him, but the car was able to catch back up to him. He was able to stop faster than the car. You know, and that's what I'm thinking. Use that to your advantage. Use the acceleration and the stopping power. Now, on this big old beast here, what advantages do I have? Well, you know, I don't know. I still can fit through tighter spots than a car can, even though I've got, you know, even though I have bags, excuse me, bags and the wide bars and all that on it. There are things that I can do that he can't do. I can get up around behind that tree right over there without too much trouble. And that car's not going to be able to follow me. Oh, sure, the guy can stop and get out, but as soon as he's on foot and I'm still on my bike, I got a chance to get away again. I'm just thinking, you know, run these scenarios over in your head. What happens? Like right now, what if a guy pulled up right beside me right now, jumped out of his car with a baseball bat and was going to kick my ass for some slight that he felt that I had done him on the motorcycle? You know, what are your options? You know, leave yourself room to get away. Don't get up so close to the car in front of you that you don't have an avenue of escape. You know, I'm thinking, even though it's illegal, you know, if you're running into traffic and somebody's behind you, go ahead and lane split. He can't follow you. You know, you can go places he can't go, and that's what I'm saying. Use the strengths of your motorcycle. You know, the guy in this video, he tried to run away from him. He didn't have the top speed apparently, and he did it in such a way that I kept thinking somebody's going to pull out in front of him. He's going to hit a kid, he's going to hit a squirrel or dog, and he's going to go down. You know, unfortunately, that's not what happened. But I just thought I'd post this, see what you guys think about it. You know, I mean, have you had to deal with road rage? I've been real lucky. I haven't had to deal with anybody. You know, I pretty much, I don't know what it is. Maybe I just don't attract that. And I don't ride like an idiot. You know, I ride like an old idiot maybe, but not an idiot. So anyway. What do you guys think about it? I'd love to hear what you have to say. See if you think I'm right in my thinking, you know. Play to your strengths. Don't put yourself in a bad spot like I think this guy did. So, anyway, headed to the Publix here to pick up some supplies, and hope everybody's having a wonderful day. And as you can see, some of the Atlanta area skyline, might be able to pick out some of it with the camera. Real pretty right here. Okie doke. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.